Thank you, everybody, for joining this session. I still see that the numbers are rising every second. And thank you, Jaku, for accepting this presentation. I know Jaku for a few years, and I know that he is a great person in lean implementation. He had perfect teams, very well trained, so I'm sure that he can share with you very interesting insights. Jakub was working not only as a lean manager, but in the past also as a production engineer, and then as an engineering or operations manager. Now he has come back to operations management. So you were missing it a lot. And tell us today something about your personal secret, how to do successful project. For all of the attendees, you can use the Q&A questions. I will ask them, Jakub, during the presentation, so feel free. Stage is yours, Jakub.
Okay. So, hello, everybody. I would like to send you good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever where you are, wherever or you will listen. I'm really happy that I can present today my presentation, which is called "What is the secret of the successful project?" I will take it from my perspective, and I will mainly try to tell you my personal advices, which I got during my working experience in my working life. So my name is Jaku. I'm currently working like the operations manager in AZ Prima. So let's go ahead. Sorry. So in Lean, I am already 13 years, almost my whole professional career. And I like to tell you that I have experiences like a mechanical designer, also the process and the engineer, later like a lean manager. That everything was made in production. Currently, I'm working like the operations manager in office. And so from my hobbies, what I love is the football, music, and traveling. Many nice cities and many nice places which I visited, mainly in Mexico, on Madagascar, and also in Iran. So if I can give you also the advice, travel as much as possible, because it will also tell you, and it will also give you some experiences and some inspirations which you can use later on. From my let's say personal side, it's everything. What are my working life and what is the history behind me? I was working in company Daikin, where I was working for the unit which was made wall-mounted units for the heat pumps. For ABB, where we were producing the bus ducts for gas-insulated switchgears. For Kerber Medipack, where we were producing the packaging and inspection machines. And for the Gebauer and Driller company, where we were producing the cable harnesses for car industry. Currently, I'm working in AZ Klima, as I said. This is the company, small Czech company, which is doing complete realization of air ventilation systems for the industry and commercial sector as well. So, firstly, when I will start, I made some, let's say, small research with my colleagues, and we brainstormed together what does a developing and adaptiveness and change actually means for them. So we made brainstorming. Everyone were had the chance to talk about it, to say their words, what they are connected, and then we realized that these things are quite connected together. Because if we will talk about the change is always something what is connected with development and adaptiveness as well. Because if we will not make changes, we will never progress, we will never develop. So from this perspective, we realize that we have some things which are same. Continuous improvement was made from the change side and also from the developing adaptiveness side. But the reaction for change, be able to survive, make it better, keep it progress, everything what we already know, and what is, let's say, moving us forward. What I found like interesting is the evolution, This is also something what is telling us how we are developing, you know. Evolution is quite nice example of the development. So let's make evolution, not the revolutions. And let's go ahead to main target of my presentation. What I would like to present you, some example projects where I was involved. I would like to define some accelerators which made these changes. And also I will try to define the key factors which are the impacts for the project. And the last thing, I would like to tell you my practical personal advices, which I see like the most important to ensure and secure that projects will be good and will be goodly managed. So here is the summary of the project which I will talk about. In Daikin, that will be project Pick to Light system. In ABB, that will be project TIG welding in production line. Medipack will be new portfolio implementation. And in GG, that will be value stream transformation. The purposes of the projects you can see on the slide. I will not talk a lot about it. And you see also this successfully, if the project was successful or not. There is also one project which was not successful, but that was the reality. And I would like to also show you the case of the project where we were not successful and why we were not successful. So let's go ahead for the practical things. In Daikin, Pick to Light project was project that was about the change of the logistic concept. In this project, we saw high not added value work. We see that we have a high takt time. So based on this, we have a low production output. And we saw also some inventory of the material which was on the production line. So that was also causing the inventory level on the higher level that was not in target. So there were the factors which pop up this change, inventory itself. We also see that the demands from the customers are going up. So without the logistic change, we were not able to fulfill their expectations. And what was also the reason why we started this project was that we had the expectation that we will use this methodology also in other locations in the plant. So this project was successful. We created a new production flow, production logistic flow. We created a new logistic concept behind. And the reason why we did it and what was the really the key factors in this project were that the top management was interested. This is something what you always need to to ensure that the project will be good or not. We have also the cross-functional team. This is also something what is making the project good, because you cannot never evaluate the things from the different angles more than if you have the people from the different departments. And what we had also very good is that we have a time for the preparation. So we could prepare everything in advance, layout, savings, and so on. So and based on this, we could be much faster in the implementation. TIG welding in production line from ABB was different project, absolutely different. That was mainly because of the implementation of sensitive technology and consolidation into the production flow. So TIG welding itself is very sensitive. Production flow itself, the strategy which is also sensitive, and combine these things together was quite a challenge. What we also the other question was that we would like to implement the new competencies in-house. So we didn't have a welders before. We had to hire them, train them, work with them, and so on. So that was also very good challenge. Why this change was needed? That was mainly because of that we have only one supplier for the product. So that was almost impossible to negotiate with him. We were in supplier lock, let's say, or vendor lock, if we will talk about it. Based on this, we have a long lead time of deliveries, almost 16 weeks. So you can easily imagine how the inventory looks like. And again, you can see there was the promission, or let's say there was some idea that we can also later in the future establish this technology in other plants in ABB. So again, you see the strategy that you will roll out this to the future and to the other plants was also valid. Again, the key factors, top management was involved. We have a good KPIs management, and we have also a good supplier cooperation. But during this project, we found another 3 suppliers which were also interested in this technology. We collaborate with them. We were able to pull them out, pull them up. And in the end, they were also able to start to produce this product. So in the end, we have our own production and we have 3 supplier more. So that was also a very nice condition that we could start make the whole supply chain management much better and easier. Third project, which was not successful, was about new portfolio implementation. In general, that was about the transfer of the portfolio from Germany and Switzerland to Czech Republic and developed own supply chain for this production. This project was needed because of this, that we were able to produce cheaper products and we will be able to react for the increasing of the customer demands. Again, customer was requesting higher demands. We had to increase our capacity. So based on this, we established this project. Why this project was not successful? I see many factors, but the biggest, let's say, point why it was not successful, I saw in missing company vision. Because there was not setting the relation between SCM and production, and due to this fact, these key factors in the company were not able to communicate to each other and were not able to cooperate to each other, and everything was only running behind the target. We were also struggling with the stuff. That was also something what was not thinking a lot about. There was really big problem to find the valid workers for this type of production. It was really difficult to find the workers who are able to fulfill all the requirements. The production itself was really not easy. It was very precise. You need to educate the people, but also handle the people which are skilled and handy, as I said. So in the stuff, we had also a problem. And in the end, we were also missing the good, valid quality management because there was also no plan to establish strategic quality. So the culture was mainly firefighting. So based on this combination of all these factors created that this project was not successful. And that caused that these companies already not in Czech Republic, but was relocated to the other locations. So it was sad story, but this is the reality also. And last project was about the value stream transformation. I am sending the greetings to my friends in GG. I hope that they are watching me. That was about the complete philosophy of change of batch to the value stream. Promising was that we would like to stabilize the inventory, we would like to make the team development, and what was the main target and the triggers to make this change was that the demand was changing. So we had very huge stock, and we didn't have a specialized workers, so we don't have any substitutions. Key factors were, again, continuous team connections. We were always together, working together. We had a chance to sharing knowledges and have a detailed plan, detailed preparation before. That was also very important. So, what are the accelerators? High demand fluctuation. Yeah. DIO, deliveries, inventory, everything about the material. Pilot for net production, development, specialized workers for people, and let's say company visions and price, of course. So If we will talk about the demand, it's about the customer satisfaction. If the customer will be satisfied, we all will be satisfied. VIO, it's mainly about the material and the price. These things is also important. Company visions, which cause the company grow. So if your company is growing, you have the chance to earn the high money. So these are the accelerators. It's everything and always the money. And that should be like that because this is something what is showing us if we are successful or not in production. And what are the key factors? Top management, company vision, team connection, staff, supply cooperation, preparation before, knowledge sharing, KPIs management, quality management. These all things together are making something what I will tell you later, but I used always the proverbs for these groups. And this is nice comment from the Masaki Imai. 3 times top management commitment. Without top management interesting, your projects will not be successful. I can guarantee you. Coming together is the beginning. Keeping together is the progress. Working together is the success. This is teamwork. Without team, you will have always difficult to have a successful project. Preparation before. Old Czech proverb calls dvakrát měř, jednou řeš. Measure 2 times, cut only once. Preparation is absolutely mandatory as well. And KPIs management, quality management, honestly, is very expensive gift. Don't expect it from the cheap people. If we will not be honest and we will not reflect the real reality, we will not make the good quality management. We will never see where we are going and if we are progressing or not. These all things together are making the company culture. Some nice motto, everyone is talking about it, but this is really something what is the key factor for the successful project. These things are making the company. These things are making company culture. So, from the one side, we have a business strategy, which is what is our accelerator. And from the other side, we have the company culture. What is our key factor? Easy, right? Why we are not successful always? That's a good question. So let's look for my personal advice. To ensure that the projects will be stable and will be goodly managed, there are needs to be goodly set. We have to always come from the company vision. Pardon? The company vision, which is generated for 5 years ahead, will show you the direction where the company should come and what you should really be attracted. From the company vision, you will see the business strategy, which can be changed based on the vision each year. And based on these changes, you can generate the improvement projects. There is let's say, some rule or whatever. It's calling that the projects should not be longer than 1 year. This section is mainly for the top management. Top management should really take a time for that, and with tools like Hoshin Camry, MS Project Monday, planners, and whatever, should set these 3 stages, which will be like a basement for the next development. So what is next? From this section, we should set the priority. So yearly targets. Everyone should know what is his yearly target. They should know 3 or 4 in a year and continuously work on it. Based on these priorities and based on this project, which I know, I should start the preparation. Take the time for the preparation. Preparation is one of the most important part in the successful projects. If you have all data, if you have the all analysis which you need, that will show you the reality, and based on this, you can make the good measures. And prepare the team. This is also very important. I wrote it here, mixed team preparation. This is important. You don't need the people from the same branch because you have the blindness. You need the people from the different locations. You need the people from the production, quality, HSC, whatever, HR as well, you know. You will get the ideas which you never think that you will get. So this is the target for the middle management. So tools like for the checking if you are progressing good. That can be the performance management KPIs. You can use the ERP systems which you have in your company for the data collection, MES systems and whatever. So this is the main responsibility of the middle management. And the last sections, set the good KPIs where you will measure if you are going good or not. And do action, action, action. Most important thing, which is mainly on the project managers, which are using the lean tools, action lists, data collections, and so on. These three sections together has to collaborate and has to know about the progresses, what are the behind the projects. And to ensure this, there is also very need to set some, let's say, checking systems. So we will check if the actions are doing good. We can set some performance meetings. They can be set weekly or bi-weekly to see the progress, if we are going good or not, to set the direct countermeasures, to react for the immediate changes. But from the other hand, we have to also see if we are going based on the sections which are in the basement. So if we are going based on the company vision, business strategy, and for this, there should be set also some steering committees with the top management, where we will report monthly or quarterly based on the project, where we are, how we are progressing, if we are not going out from the visions and strategies, and so on. These strings together will make your team stabilized, will make your team connected, and everyone will know that his work in this pyramid is needed. So my last personal advices, which I can give you, if some cookbooks exist for this, what I was talking about, I can use just for these four books. Toyota Way, this is Bible of the Lean guys. You know, I cannot tell you more about it, but there is all based on the story of the Toyota Prius. There is really nicely explained how the vision can really influence the life later on. And something about the psychology as well, never split the differences and thinking fast and slow. Very good books to understand the people dynamic and the people motivations and how to work with the people in the group and in team. So it's also something what can help you. And that's actually everything from my side. So thank you very much that you attend my presentation. I hope that you get something specific and concrete. I hope that I was understandable, and I hope that you will have a chance to use it in the future, because that was my main purpose and my, let's say, main goal today. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Jakub. I empower you again. If you have any questions, you can put them in Q&A panel, or any reaction. Jakub will surely appreciate it. Thanks for all of the clapping hands, the fingers.
I'm feeling very honored. Thank you.
Yeah, great. Now, maybe during this time, I can put you one question, because you were working in so many different environments and companies. Do you see some differences in this approach for the project management? Was it better in some company? Was it understood better in another company?
I think this is mainly about the people. You know, this is not about the environment, let's say, because all these projects were in production, and production has some specific, and the people in the production are reacting same, let's say. But about the personalities, I saw the differences. Sometimes I was very impressed how the people with the huge, let's say, knowledge and so on is located, let's say, on the down in a hierarchy. And from the other hand, sometimes I was very shocked how less you need to be the top manager, you know. But the dynamic, the team dynamic was showing you who is the important for the project and who not, and that was simultaneously show you who is the good for the cooperation and who not. So in production, I didn't see, but if I will tell it, well, what happened? if I will compare it with the branch or with the company where I am working now, this is the company which is working in building industry, and there is really different culture.
Mm.
People are acting differently because they know the procedures uh, which are different, and this is really something what I'm now, let's say, absorbing a lot, because I'm from the production where everything is clear, but here you have to use the words very sensitively, because people are
Mhm.
reacting sometimes very offensively and sometimes very defensively as well. So this is the dynamic of the company is totally different. So I think it's mainly about the let's say branch, or let's say branch,
Mhm.
not about the company itself.
So also the business sector, yeah, you private. Okay, we have one question from Peter. All we know that attention very often go down in a time. Do you have a tip how to keep management engaged? Yeah, if the project is too long, yeah, the people are losing
These
the
are these
focus.
things which I said, these steering committees, these performance meetings, and let's say routines which are on the shop floor. You have to be visible, you have to be present, you have to talk with people, you have to always repeat the obvious things 1,000 times. Really. Take your time, repeat it 1,000 times. What the hell? 1,000 times, and make uh, put your attention into it. This is really important, and
Mhm.
this is also something what is eating a lot energy. But this is also
Mhm.
something what is making the project successful. That you have to really put your attention into, and it's
Mhm.
not only about you. It's about the all important persons in the project. So top management as well. If you don't see that your top management is not interested about team, ask them. Please plan the meeting. I want to share the status with you. If the guys who should do the things are not doing according the plan which was set, you have to talk with their managers and said, please tell them it's important, we have to go, and so on. And this is the, let's say, the facilitation which you have to redo.
Mhm. Okay, great, thanks. And maybe because we still have 2 minutes, the last question. Let's try some reverse psychology. So, what would you suggest to somebody who wants that project will definitely fail? From your
Mm,
personal experience, okay?
do
So
it do it
something what you
from
experienced, you did it, and yes, it failed, and you would suggest it if somebody wants to fail.
do it from the table, without preparation, without mixed team, and without the good KPIs. That's it.
Mm.
If you don't set these things properly, that will fail.
Okay, thank you. Okay, everybody, thanks also to you for being with us. Thank you, Jakub, for this speech. Let's stay in touch and have a nice day. Enjoy the Lean Global Connection.
Thank you very
Bye-bye.
much. Bye.